everybody, this is Bonnie from bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net, and I'm coming to you with this card that I did at my Monday night class, and I wanted to share with you on how I put this card together. So let's get started. I'll set the card right there. The first thing we need is a basic white, and this card is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're scoring it at 4 1/4. So you can score with your scoreboard. You could fold it in half, and you score it with your trimmer. But I like to reinforce this score so it lays down flat really nicely, so it's easier to work with. Then we need a piece of Highland Heather. And this piece is 5 1/4 by 4, and we cannot attach that down. I almost forgot. We got to cut the little edging, and it's a good thing I didn't get real close, but this may be real tricky. So we will, hopefully this will work. We're going to bring in our embossing machine here, the big guy. And we're going to bring in platform 1, 2, and 3, and another platform 3. We're going to bring this in, and I'm going to flip it up. It'll actually help hold it in place. And then I'm going to get in the bundle that this comes in. I should let you know, the hand-painted bundle that we are using. This is the bundle that we're going to be using, and in with this die set comes this really cool scalped stitched border, and I want to put it right kind of towards the bottom here like this. And I do need a piece of my post-it note tape that I love to use, and I'm just going to line this up. Now, ideally, you should put this in at an angle, just it helps your dies and everything, but because of my paper, because I taped it, I'm not going to do that. So now we're going to crank this through, just like that, and set this off to the side for a minute. Okay. And then we will take this off, and we'll put that aside. And then peel this up, hopefully, without ripping anything. Yay! Ta-da! I did it! So, all right, but we still cannot use this yet, so I'm going to put it on my piece of, I don't even know what I'm calling this right now. My mat. I'm all flustered that I've screwed up, but see, that's what happens. So now I've got a piece here that is 1 inch by, no, it's 1 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. And I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to put this down just like that. And then I'm going to bring in some stamps. The stamps that I want to use are this one right here, this little guy, and this little guy right there. Okay, so we're going to bring in a couple blocks here. Okay. So I got a block for this one. I don't need a huge block. And I got a block for this one. Alrighty. So now we're going to bring in our, we got Highland Heather, and we got soft succulents. And we're going to take the soft succulents, and we're going to stamp it. We're going to stamp one kind of up high, and then one kind of down low. And I just keep doing this all the way down the card, and then I even go off on the ends. like that. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in the Highland Heather, which they're the little dots that kind of go on top of these. And it's okay if they overlap because I kind of like it. And I'm just stamping these. It makes me think of all those, like, the little lavender fields and all the lavender, or the little tiny flowers. They're usually blue. You could do this and use blue that are all in the ground and they're just popping up and stuff. So that's the border. But also while I'm right here, I got some white, some scrap white. I'm going to stamp 2 of these like this, and then I'm going to stamp the flowers on top like this, just like that. And we have done almost all of our stamping. While I'm right here, I'm going to stamp the happy birthday, which I think this happy birthday came from the pansy bundle. So we got to get the pansy bundle out right here. There we go. I really like this happy birthday that they have. It's a little crooked on my block. And then we're going to grab the Memento black ink. And I'm going to put it this way because I'm going to punch it out with the oval punch. Okay, so we are done with our stamping. So now let's clear this up a little bit. And let's get this back over here. Now this piece can go on here, and I have it just above that stitched line. There's actually an impression line, I called it, from when you die cut out the border, and I line that right up with that line that's there. It's kind of like a cheat line actually now. And so there, I have that down, but I need some ribbon, and I've got some of the ribbon here. This is some older, like, purple ribbon from a while ago, from a celebration, and I'm just trying to use it up. I'm almost done. But any color purple ribbon that you have would look absolutely gorgeous across here. So I'm going to use this piece. Boy, I was really way ahead of sticking this piece down. Yeah. Okay. And then we will put this piece right across here. And I put it down in the white. I have a little bit of the other showing there. So I did that. So now we can attach this piece to our basic white. And oh, no, we can't. See, I'm just getting ahead of myself today. Boy, am I glad I'm catching it though. Okay, so now we're gonna take the Highland Heather and a sponge dauber, and we are going to just sponge the end of this just to give it a little bit of shading so it kind of stands out on the card. Hope you're seeing this. I have the ink on the wrong side of me. There we go. Now I promise we could put this down. There's no other reason that I should have to bring it up. Oh, and I made it even on the top and the 2 sides. So I left the more space down here. So this is all even. So there we go. So now we have that. Now we're going to bring in the stamp. Well, we can bring in the little guy, actually. So we're going to bring in the little guy, and we need platform 1 and 2. Here, let me move this so you guys can see what I'm doing. And we are going to bring in the image that we just have here. And we're going to line this up like so, but I am going to tape it just in case it should move on me. I think that looks about right. And remember to offset these, because if you offset them, they go through a lot easier. Well, it was a little off, but not bad. By the time I put my leaf and stuff, it should be okay. So I know I have to go down a little bit more here on this one. Okay. Alrighty, and there we go. And then while I have this here, I'm going to cut a piece of this scrap paper. I'm going to try and use this piece up. And this is soft suede, or not suede, soft succulent. I'm going to add these down. And you need 2 of these, the big ones, and 1 of the little ones. So we'll crank this through, and then we'll get another big one. And then we'll be done. Okay. And then we need 1 more of this one, and we have got all our parts. Okay, let's get things a little bit more organized here. Alrighty, so now we have this. We're going to pop out these 2 little pieces. Okay, and what I did was I ended up overlapping these just like this. So I'm going to put a little glue right here because I'm going to overlap it like that. So I'm just going to put a little glue right here. And then I'm going to overlap them just like so. Then I took this one and I put it down here on the bottom. So it kind of went like this. So I end up just attaching them with a little bit of glue here. And then a little bit of glue up here. Don't need a whole lot. And I just kind of make this one like round that flower. Kind of like that. And then I end up putting this one right here like this. And I have them all meet. So put a little bit of glue on here. And over here. Here. And then they just kind of all meet up here like that. Okay, and then we're going to bring this in. Got all these little extra pieces here. And I kind of decide that I want this right here, and I'm going to put this behind it before I do. And actually I'm going to move it over just a little bit more. So right about there. All right. So we're going to put this down first, and I do use some dimensionals on the back of that one, I believe. I have to double check. Okay. I'll put that right about there, but down. Well, now I got the glue where I don't want it, so it's going to stay right there. It's up a little higher than I had the last one, but it'll be okay. And then we'll have this one right here. And I don't remember if I used pop dots. I did on this side, but I glued it down. So, okay, we're just going to glue this down. You could pop this. I did on one side, but I glued it, so wasn't thinking that that's what I did was a pop dot. And we'll hold this just for a minute because it is going on top of that ribbon. So let it all get, you know, adhered in. Then I'm going to take another very tiny piece of ribbon, and I probably didn't leave myself a big enough piece. We will see if I could do it with this. Oh, I did. Wow. I formed a knot. Sorry if that was off camera. I can't tell. So then we're going to trim it down even smaller because I want it to just be a tiny little like knot on the top of these flowers. So I'm going to get my glue dots. And I end up putting one right here in the center of that knot. Just like that. And I put it right on top there. And then I get the black, where are they? They're right here somewhere. Here they are. I get the black, matted black dots. I get these out, and I end up using 3 of them. I think I used this size. And I put one, I just put them right here in a cluster. I just thought that looked so pretty. And then one of the last things that I did to this card, let me put these away. I'll put my glue on here before it cap. Oh, I got 2 more things actually. I got to add the greeting. So we're going to take, and I'm going to punch out in the top half of this scalped one, and then in the bottom half, I gotta trim that a little bit. In the bottom half, I'm punching out the happy birthday. Okay, and before I attach this down, because I wanted to have a little bit of color and it'll bring in the bottom, I'm going to sponge around this just like I did the bottom. Then I'm going to stick the happy birthday inside there. Just like this. And then I end up taking a Stampin' Dimensional, 2 of them. I put it right here. And I'm going to put that right there. And then one of the other things I did was I took some Wink of Stella and I just added it to the tops of these pretty little purple flowers here. And that's all I did. I didn't put it to anything else. I wanted these ones to stand out. Just like that. And I'll bring it up. I'll bring up the original. Can you see the Wink of Stella? I don't know if that's picking it up, but I put Wink of Stella. You could definitely see it in person. So that is the card that I made. Please like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bye-bye.